That's right, my friend. Let me ask you, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Okay, before you guys get started in the comment section, I am a die-hard Optic fan. I love Optic. I even love Optic so much that I almost don't like Faze for winning. Alright, so before I start this, I just want to let you guys know that I am such a huge Optic supporter. Like, it's like ridiculous how much I like Optic. But this performance by Scumpy, we play it again, I just feel like that either this was bad on purpose or he really needs to start playing more OBJ, because this is ridiculous. I mean, I realize that no, he doesn't realize that there are more enemies near this guy that are planting the bomb, but he has to know that he's the last person alive. I mean, he's such a slayer that he should have been able to, like, I feel like he should have anticipated everything that was going on in that situation. Alright, you're last person alive. There are 3 guys left. There's one dude planting the bomb. You know he's planting the bomb. So you know his teammates are going to be somewhere. His teammates have to be around there somewhere defending him. Alright, so you got the kill. I tell you what I would have done in that situation. I mean, the second I saw it, there was another guy on Twitter at the time. He even tweeted out, they're throwing matches now. And I feel like they threw the match because I feel like that just wasn't to Scumpy's, you know. I mean, I don't know. I've never really seen the guy play objective, but I just think that even as just a basic Call of Duty player, being a pro player, that's not something that you do. You don't shoot the guy that's planting the bomb and then go to this shady position. I realized that there was a lot of pressure on the line and, you know, yada, yada, yada. I get it. I get all of that. But what you do in that situation, I mean, okay, sure. It is easy for me to sit back and watch him fail and say what he should have done. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing, I'm calling into question what Scumpy was doing and what he was thinking. You know, I don't think that was 100% true indeed Scumpy. I honestly think that there was something going on behind the scenes. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. I love Optic. I'm 100% supportive of Optic. But in that situation, I feel like Scumpy, the real true know what you're doing Scumpy, would have gotten that kill and fled the area. You know what I mean? Fled the area. I mean, am I the only one who was thinking that when this happened? Okay, look. Boom. You got the kill. What sort of hiding spot is this? Why would you even go there to hide? There are stairs to the side. Me personally, okay, look here. Watch now. You get the kill. Boom. Retreat up the stairs. Retreat up the stairs. Or continue going out the door. Boost jump up on top of the second story. I mean, there are just so many more better plays that he could have done than doing that. I love Optic. I do. I love Optic. I never was a really big Faze fan. I'm still not a huge Faze fan, although I think Attach is pretty cool. I watched some of his videos. He's funny. But other than that, I don't know, man. The first round they played was Search. And look, well, actually, I take that back. The first round they did was Hardpoint, and then they did Search. And they were dominating. You know what I'm saying? They were doing really, really good. So what happened? What happened? I mean, I can only guess and say that it probably started here at Detroit Hardpoint, where I'm not the only one again. I know Twitter is AIDS, and you know, you really can't trust what a Twitter says, and people on Twitter, all they do is hate, and they have, you know, these asshole opinions and whatnot. But there are some die-hard Optic fans, people who have Optic in their names. You know, they were going off on the Twitter. You know, they were like, Optic is throwing matches. I don't want to believe that Optic is throwing matches, man, but watching them play this game of Hardpoint, because they kick ass at Hardpoint. Honestly, they do. They kick a lot of ass at Hardpoint, and just them losing like this. I mean, it was, I don't know, at one point there were 3 down, and they had three of Faze down, and they didn't even go for the goal. I mean, I didn't want to believe it until somebody else pointed it out on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, man, you know what? You're right. They could have scored, and they like weren't even trying to score. Am I the only one that felt like that? And right then, what started working in my mind is that, okay, maybe they're getting paid a larger sum of money to throw the match. I don't want to believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because they did the listen in, and I heard all the call outs, and they were playing to the best of their ability. Or it sounded like they were playing to the best of their ability. I'm not taking anything away from Faze. I'm not saying Faze needs hands out, because Faze is really good. They got to where they needed to be. I just feel like this entire game 7 should never happen. I think that Optic was playing good enough in the beginning to go ahead and finish it out. Because true indeed, I know some of you are going to say, well, Optic they're nothing but a bunch of slayers. That's what they rely on. They rely on slaying. Okay, they do rely on slaying. I see it. You know why they rely on their slaying? Because they're good at it. That first search match, the first search game, I could put it, but that'd be too much work. But the first search game, they won purely by slaying. They have the better gun skills. Or at least on that map, they had the better gun skills. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened later on. I was disappointed. I was heartbroken. I really was. I'm not a bitter fan. I'm not mad. I am mad that they lost, but I'm not mad at Optic. I'm always going to love Optic. Even the Faze dude, that's how much I don't know about Faze. Was it Clayster? He was saying it in the little post interview, when they won, Optic is the best team in the world. Goddamn right they are. Optic is the best team in the world. They can win whenever the hell they want to win. They can lose whenever the hell they want to lose. I believe that. You got Crimsix, the most accomplished player in all of Call of Duty. He's got more crap than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Formal. I didn't know Formal could slay like that, but Formal can really kick some ass. I can't wait to watch the Optic videos to let us know exactly what happened, to hear what they have to say about this, because honestly, Scumpy, I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but what the hell? You have to know that they're around the bomb. You shoot him. You run all the way away. Why would you just sit there and do nothing? Like, why would you not at least ADS? Get ready for the next attack. You have to know that you got shot from there. Or at the very least, why not watch your back? You know what I'm saying? Why not turn around and get ready for the attack from behind you? And I know what you're saying. It's so easy to sit on my couch with my non-Call of Duty championship playing ass. You're right. I don't go to the COD championships. I don't know what it's like to be in a LAN. I don't know any of those things. What I do know is that I've seen Scumpy on numerous occasions kick a whole lot of booty. I've seen him do things that ASM, I've seen him do things that are just mind-blowing. And true indeed, because I know if any of you are watching this match, you're going to go back and say, well, look at that hardpoint game on Retreat. Scumpy was not putting up the numbers that he was using. There was definitely something psychological going on that got into his head. Formal and Crim had to step up. But even still, they are, when they're in their own right, they're all badasses. They're all very good at the slaying. All of them are. So I don't know what was going through his head right there. From a Slayer's point of view, I know some of you are not going to get what I'm saying. You're just going to think that I'm hating, and I'm not hating. I love Optic. I'm just thinking that Scumpy is a better Slayer than what he did at that point in time. When you're Optic Scumpy, you don't run out, shoot the guy on bomb, knowing that you're the last of, there's 2 more people out there. You don't do that. You don't go out there, shoot a guy on bomb, and then go to a super shady hiding spot that's not going to do anything to protect you from behind or from in front, and just wait to die. That's literally what it looked like to me. He waited to die. I'm pretty sure there are other mistakes that were made, either that were by design or accident, but I believe that was by design. I believe he waited to get killed. Because if you're an Optic Scumpy, you have to be able to anticipate all of these things. You know what I mean? You have to be able to anticipate all of these things. I mean, my first thought when I saw it, how he died right there, my first thought, and I even went to Twitter with this. I said, that was a bad play. Why don't you retreat fully from the area? You shot the guy on bomb, boom. That gives you more time to work with. They're either A, going to come search for you, or B, hop back on the bomb. In either of those scenarios, you don't hide in the first shadiest spot you see. A spot that's not going to provide you any cover. A spot that you're not going to be able to attack from. Why would you go there, Stumpy? You guys could have won this. You guys know they could have won this. They were sweeping them. They had the confidence that look, I don't know what their mental faculties were at the time, but I know they were kicking a whole lot of ass, and they had to have been feeling really good about themselves. So why on earth? Where did all that momentum go? Where did all that momentum go? You know what I mean? That's just what I'm trying to figure out. You're Crim 6, you're Formal, you're Scumpy. I don't know too much about Karma. You're Optic Gaming, the best team in the world. Where did your momentum go? They killed Optic Nation. They did not give them time to breathe. Was that on purpose? Everybody wanted to see an Optic versus Faze. I felt like that 7th game could have been avoided. I felt like they could have just ended the series. I don't know. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist. You know, I'm a conspiracist, or whatever it is. But maybe I see conspiracies where there should be no conspiracies to be seen. But I see a conspiracy right here. I see Faze, and I know the Faze fans are going to get pissed at me for saying this. And I'm not hating on Faze. I'm happy that they won. They deserve it. You know what I mean? They're quite possibly the second best team in all of Call of Duty. You know? I don't know. I just don't know. I know I don't even have to say leave your thoughts in the comments section because you guys are going to do that. Probably in the most unkind way. But as you're making your comments, as you're listening to this, type your comments, I just want you all to know that I am a die-hard Optic fan. I love Optic. I watch every one of their videos, even the ones that I think are pretty silly. Except Optic, Nade Shots, Minecraft. I don't watch those. But I watch all their videos. I know what these people are capable of. At least I like to think I know what they're capable of. And, I don't know. Maybe we should, you know, encourage them to upload more search games, because true indeed, every time that I see Scump and all of them, all they do is Hardpoint and TDM or whatnot. They're doing slaying games, respawn game modes and whatnot. Maybe we should really encourage them to upload some more search and upload some more uplink. But they do upload uplink. I mean, I've seen Imbos upload the uplink a lot. Imbos. Before I finish this video, I wanna show you the bright spot of yesterday. Made me laugh so hard. Hold on. Let me put this on. This was hilarious. This was the upset. Look at Imbos' face. Moach killed the dude who was trying to defuse, and I guess the dude was on like the last second, and Moach killed him. Oh my god. Just look at Moach's face. I love that. I love this. I can watch this all day. Look at him. That is so wrong. And I think the podcasters, they were saying something about how he shouldn't have did that, or that was rude, or they were getting inside the other team's head or something like that. I don't know. I think that was pretty cool. That was the highlight of my day, watching them do that. But I pretty much recorded every single match that they did yesterday because I thought that maybe I could make some highlight videos of it when they won, when they beat Faze, and when they shut them down and everything like that. But plans turned out differently. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this on YouTube. I might get hit with copyright because they're not. I mean, we'll see what happens when I post a video. If somebody will flag the video for bullying, or I don't know. I hope no one flags video because I'm not trying to bully anybody. All I'm saying is this: I love Optic, and I am very upset that they won. And I feel like they could have played. I feel like they could have done things that they are definitely capable of doing to win. Now, if there's no conspiracy, then I apologize. I'm sorry. Alright, if there's no conspiracy and they didn't throw the games on purpose, I'm sorry. But to me, it just feels as if they threw the game so Faze could win. I mean, they came out strong. You saw that they were beating Faze's butt. They were destroying Faze. Hands down, Faze can't beat him in hardpoint. Even the announcers were saying that hardpoint was Faze's game, but I don't know. They just I don't know. I guess now I can't really say that they aren't OBJ because they do kick ass in hardpoint, but I guess maybe they just need to work on their search and destroy game. Maybe this is where Nade Shot came in at, because Nade Shot was amazing at search. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Please leave me your comments in the thing below. I'm out. Imbos! That's that nigga! I can't wait to watch this new video about what happened at GFINITY.